This is Q13 Fox News at 10.
When teachers go on strike, it can cause a great deal of stress for families. Parents wait on the sidelines for the district and the union to come to an agreement. But if one Bellevue man has his way, the system would work much differently. Dana Rebick explains.
Teacher strikes are often loud and boisterous. But what goes on behind the scenes is a closely guarded secret.
Is that collective bargaining and negotiations, they're secret, they're closed door. The public has no idea what's going on. The parents certainly don't know what's coming out of this process.
Former Microsoft exec turned philanthropist Scott Oakey wants to change all that. He's working with the Center for Education and others to form a parents' union.
The system serves the adults pretty well, but often kids are lost in the shuffle as grown-ups argue about what the school should do.
Paul Guppy published Oakey's book, Outrageous Learning, which spells out the author's concerns about public education. The goal is to recruit 250,000 parents to lobby for their interests in Olympia and appoint a representative to sit at the table during teacher contract negotiations. The president of the Washington Education Association says families already have a voice.
The members of the public have elected a school board. They are their chosen representatives, and they represent the public in collective bargaining situations.
Pamela Packer-Kozicki has 2 girls in high school. She's not sure this idea will fly.
I believe that the teachers' unions do indeed have a lot of power at the legislative level. The contract is between the school district and the teachers, and that's where it needs to be worked out.
Oakey and his supporters also want to do away with tenure, instead establishing a merit-based pay system.
But the system can also protect low-performing teachers who are just recycled. Sometimes they're just assigned to different schools and shuffled through the system.
Generally, the idea is to make public schooling an effective, responsive business, one with less bureaucracy, which backers claim eats up nearly half of district budgets. The WEA says education doesn't work that way.
Unfortunately, schools aren't a business. You know, businesses have the luxury of failing, and schools just don't have that luxury.
In Seattle, Dana Rebick, Q13, Fox News.
Well, WEA President Mary Lindquist says schools don't have the option of failing. Supporters of the Parents Union says the fact that 1/3 of all students in the state don't graduate is a failure in of itself. Scott Oakey has already contributed $250,000 of his own money to get this idea off the ground and has fundraised another $800,000.
A truck driver turned